job, something to do.
Yeah, so first thing we're gonna do to the deck or to the trailer before we do anything else is get rid of this old rotten deck. So I'm putting Vince to work. Because he wants some mind-numbing, stupid work.
So good for me.
So we're trying to bang on the bolts with the hammer and then hit it with the impact. Some of them they snap off, some of them they don't. So we'll try out. There's really no nice way to do it. If they do hold on really good and some wood is in better shape than others, and you're prying on it with an excavator or forklift or whatever, I've seen the I-beam start to twist and bend and stuff. So that's not good. So we might try zip disc cutting just on an angle, just cutting the head off, or we can take a drill and drill out the top of the heads, and then when they're exposed we can just heat it up, spin them out, or cut them flush or whatever, and then just put new ones in. But so far these all look really good. Still paint on the frame, so that's good. Some of them, as long as they're all intact and we're in good shape. Yeah, it's just like, what, take another half hour or so?
Yeah, 45 minutes maybe.
At least you won't have to go to the gym today.
Nope. That one's just watch I don't knock myself out with that.
Grab a tractor bucket and you can throw everything in the bucket right away.
Yeah.
So that's not going too bad, but happy to say that it's just a bit scaly, but I think we're okay. For the most part, she's pretty good shape. It looks like you got a lot of height here on these ones, but you don't realize that that I-beam in the center is a lot bigger than the outside ones. So whereas we've got that much height on the outside, you've got that much height on the inside. That's why they get hung up on railroad tracks. Because people look and they see this outside one, they're like, oh, I got lots of them.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah, they probably torch split it, pull it in,
yeah,
weld it up.
Yeah.
It's originally probably an 18-inch or something. Pretty big.
It's pretty big. So we'll pressure wash the snot out of it. Not too much paint left on the inside. There's a couple of them. So the back side all has paint on it. The front side, where you get the shit coming up and sitting it from the road, it's all scaly on the front. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's car's worse on the driver's side. Right?
Yeah. So, but I think it's definitely savable, and it's definitely the time to do this now. I think you waited too much longer, we'd be in trouble. But I think we can save it without too much of a hassle. Mm-hmm. Nice.
It's probably like 80 grand for a trailer like this, no?
Brand new, yeah. I couldn't find any anyway.
Yeah.
So a tri-axle is close to 100 grand new. That's crazy. So it's not. We do better. Just asking around and finding the right people.
Yeah.
come in and say, wow, it looks like it's going really easy, Vince, because I stop by every couple hours. And yeah. Nice. It looks better without the deck on, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that?
Played it next time.
Yeah, yeah. Very nice. Sandblaster will be so thrilled. I've got to pressure wash it hard. He's gonna try to knock off as much as I can, get rid of all the sand. Lots. It won't take long at all. We'll have a brand new trailer in a week. Okay, so Vince took all the boards off, knocked all the screw heads off, and if I can try and find all of them, they won't end up in tires, but I can sweep the driveway. But we're gonna pressure wash this all off now, and I'm actually pretty excited about that because I'll knock a bunch of the loose scale and that off, and every time we work on it, it looks even better than when we started with not that much effort. So we'll pull it up to the pressure washer. Still gotta get the pump working in a nice shop, but here we go. Okay, so that looks really good. The pressure washer with the red nozzle knocked a whole bunch of the scale off. Lets us work for the sandblaster. Overall, she's in really good shape. So, what a good buy. Now just imagine this, painted to match the truck. 3 nice shiny rims back there. I love it. It's not all bent. We'll straighten all the bent lips from side loading. Don't side load, boys. Unless it's not your trailer, which is probably what happened. But yeah, we'll pressure wash that when it's not on the truck because I don't want all that all over the truck. But and I gotta pull the pop engine out, pull all the hydraulics off, and then oh, looking forward to this. But we are on our way back to Vegas to go grab the trucks and bring them to Texas, go to LS Fest, Texas, hang out with Flying Sparks Garage for a little bit. So this will have to wait until after I come back, but lots of headway on it already. We should be driving it by July at the latest. Here we go. Okay, so spent about 2 hours knocking the shale off, and this is right just where the dirt was sitting. The pressure or the sandblaster doesn't really like that because the sand kind of bounces off of the shale. So I got a nice blister on my finger from swinging a hammer, both fingers actually. But I haven't been swinging a hammer in a while. But anyway, we'll see how much rust is that I took off after I moved the truck. We'll hit that with a lawnmower a couple times, turn that into dust, and we're ready to keep going. So yeah, we'll back that up. Now these paddles are the only ones that will extend. These are stuck, and that's because this lip is bent down. So next thing we're gonna do is straighten all of the bent pieces. We'll lift up on that, we'll clean that all up nice. We'll make it so that this is what happens when you side load, and then you can't open your paddles or retract them either. So careful with that. We can't side load with the tank anyway because we can't make 360s. So anyway, yeah, we'll back it up and we'll start straightening those things out. Here we go. Okay, so this is going pretty good. Basically just put up my cheapy little Princess Auto jack under the frame, half of it on the bottom, half of it supported on blocks, and then raise up on it. You gotta go a little bit past because it's gonna come back down. I think what I'm gonna do is take a sledgehammer and just hit it on this corner, see if I can kind of shock it into place again, and then basically just going along. So I've got a couple paddles now that are working better. Of course, it wants to fold back again the way it was, so we gotta kind of get rid of that bad memory. I did a bit of a chore, but we'll see if we can get this nice and straight. Here we go. And there she is. Looks so much better already. And look at this, look at that nice lift axle. And the brakes aren't even hung up. Sweet. Just imagine it, boys. Nice shiny rims, nice paint. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we got all of them sticking out nicely now. They all move nice into their position again. So got that rail nice and straight as I can. So we're good with that. I'm gonna pull off some tires and some wheels and see what we're looking at underneath here. So to do that, I'm just gonna hit these with a wire wheel quick just to knock off some of the rust, spray some WD-40 on there. See if we can get some lug nuts off. And you guys recommended actually that might be cheaper to get a whole axle assembly rather than rebuild it. So we're gonna try and find a number tag on it and see if that's an option. So here we go. Ay, ay, ay. Guess it's time to borrow Phil's air gun. 'Cause that's ridiculous. Okay, so here's the crazy thing. I got the 1-inch socket from Phil, so I don't have the adapter. Watch. It'll do it, but barely. Same battery on the 3/4 inch gun. They're all relatively the same amount. This 3/4 is actually stronger than the 1-inch. Holy shit, whoever put these on. Trailer's not going anywhere. It's got no brakes. What a pain. One more, see if the 1-inch gun can take that one. Oh crap, that's ridiculous. Air for the win. I think I gotta run over to Phil's tonight, but I've got piano recital for my daughters and I can't miss that, so we're gonna stop there and just tow this
go grab the tractor, not drive this across the road because that would be illegal, and knock off the rims. See what we're looking at. Usually take your bar and lean it on the drum, and you can get these off no problem. There's no drum.
Have to wait for the air to build up. Crazy. That's ridiculous how tight those were. Nice. Okay, so I found the identification plate on my axles, which is right here, which has been painted over. I found the best one, which was on that one, took it off. Took the paint off, read the plate from the back, got the serial number, and sent that off to Hendrickson. What I got back from Hendrickson is nothing. I sent them the serial number of the trailer and the serial number off of their axle, and I got a form back that had me fill out what drum do I want, what brakes do I want, what bearings do I want, what chamber do I want, where do I want my spacing, all of that. So without having concrete information saying, this is the axle we supplied Witzco, this is the axle that you have, we have this one to replace it, or this is the exact same axle, you run into the risk of, oh, the shock mounts are in a different spot. Oh, the brake chambers are in a little different spot. Now it hits an air tank that was put in the spot because this rear one only has service brakes, as does this middle one. It's only the front axle that has the pots, and that's because I don't think the pots have enough room. It's starting to hit valve bodies and such because it's kind of a tight fit in there. Even at $1,800 American, I think it's still cheaper to just replace the bearings and pots and everything that comes along with it. A little bit more labor intensive, but really not that much, because I'd have to take the airbags down. I'll probably do that anyway. It does get kind of tricky. We're gonna flip this thing upside down. I still need to be able to move it around and roll it around and that. So I think just for the sake of trying to get it right the first time, if the brakes are wrong, if the drums are wrong, I can send them right back to where we got them from and get the proper ones. If the axle's wrong, we got a huge issue on our hands because it's not easy transporting them. Need a trailer because they're heavy. I think it's just gonna take too much time. So that being said, we're gonna strip the rest of the trailer and we're going to tip it on its side. Okay, so the trailer's outside, ready to go on its side. I'm just gonna take the gooseneck off. I want to do that without it being on the truck because it's fine to disconnect it from the trailer on the truck, but then to get it off the truck, I'm probably gonna damage my fenders. I actually scraped the one already. I gotta fix it because the arm was just too low and it was tied up. So we gotta fix that. Fashionable isn't practical. But anyway, loosen these chains, flip those arms up. It should just go down on the ground and probably just drag it back. Without that extra weight, I can shove it back a little bit farther, and then we'll grab Phil's payloader and tip it up on its side. Here we go. Okay, we We've got braces all the way along on the trailer. We've got it tied in a couple spots to trees in the back, so we're confident that it's not going to fall over. And we got the approval by the inspector there, so we are good to start sandblasting, right, Katie? Yeah, you'll go, Katie. Yeah, it actually looks really good. I'm gonna pull the tanks off and the broken airbags. Just the base on this, I guess. The bolt just come out, or what? Yeah, so we need new airbag, and then we can blast underneath here. So we're all set. We got the CNC dustless blaster guys back again, Chris and his crew. So we've got it staked properly, so everything's safe. Next, we will put a plate on the bottom of this. We're gonna lay it right upside down, weld a plate on the bottom here. I picked up a Lincoln Ranger 9. I had to fix that, so that video's coming out. And then we'll use that to weld this together because we're gonna weld it outside. So MIG is no good. Look at that, I'm already doing Chris's job for him. Like, he should be paying me, really. Welcome to Ontario. Are you excited, Chris?
Yeah, it was cool, the whole drive up here, and then we get here and it's just warm.
That's because you have air conditioning inside the cab.
No, we don't. The windows go down. So what's the plan on this thing? Are we doing like a 1 pass on it, 2 pass? Like, how nice do you want it?
Well, it's not a show car. It's not a 48 Fleetmaster convertible, but I would like when I paint it to not fall off.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay. So. Like, the back is the worst part, right?
Yeah. It doesn't have to be like super pretty, but I think make my paint stick so that it doesn't look all crusty again in 3 years. Got her?
Got it.
You be done by lunch?
Setting up by lunch.
Okay, bright and early in the morning. It's turning out really good, but now it is time to flip it over to the other side. There we go. Chipping away at the slag with an air hammer. I am disgusting. The sweat just sticks to the dust and the rust. I had a mask on, but that still only covers so much. I gotta go for a dip in the pool. I can't do anything else because now it's just a giant dust cloud. So we'll let Chris do his thing and we'll see how it turns out. I don't recommend doing this as a career. Okay, so it's starting to look like something. It's amazing what just good sandblasting will do just to knock all that crap off. But now I gotta go around with the air chisel again and knock off all the stuff in the corners that I forgot, just that slag, because what happens is the sandblaster hits it and it's softer, so it bounces and doesn't knock that crap off. So we'll go frustrate some neighbors again. They're coming home from work and they just want to put their feet up and have a nice little drink on the patio, and they're gonna hear some air chiseling going on. So I'm gonna take some of the shocks with me, 1 airbag I gotta pull off tonight, this one, and the other ones are okay, and then order some parts for tomorrow. The biggest issue with the sandblaster is when you're hitting into something like this is you can't see. Like, even with the camera, you can't see what's in there because of the sun. When you go from this side, it just becomes a dust bowl. So if you're claustrophobic, or you don't like hard work, or you don't like to sweat, don't become a sandblaster. But there is decent money to be made, I think. You just have to work really, really hard. Okay, so I got a shock off, I got my brakes off, my air tanks off, I got the number off the airbag, so I can run and grab a bunch of parts tomorrow. I wanted to take more of this stuff apart, but I'm going to have to flip it back up again. Anyway, to paint it, I need to lay this thing down and get it up in the air now so they can finish sandblasting the top half of that. And then they'll finish doing the insides of the runs there too. So I think we've almost gone through, we will, like an entire skid of sand so far. Got a nice beach here now. It's nice and deep. We're gonna lift up on it, put a bunch of tires underneath one end, and then put the tires on the back on this end. I got about an hour of daylight left, so here we go. Okay, nice and early in the morning. We got a whole different angle to blast from again. I've got a little bit to do yet, but I also have to go grab some parts. So first thing I'm gonna do though is lift up the shield on this and blow out his air filters on the compressor and on the engine. That'll help everything stay running nice and smooth, and we get maximum pressure. So I just have to do one lip here and knocked off that scale. It shouldn't take too long. The other ones are all done. So last day, and then I think I gotta get it inside as soon as possible because it doesn't look like rain yet, but they are calling for rain tomorrow. So regardless, this has to go inside the shop tonight. I was expecting worse. That's not bad. It's nice that it's the same filter. Pull that out inside the shop, and then we're good. Holding your breath while you're cleaning air filters. Good for your lungs. So I've got a truck full of trailer parts, airbag, tanks, brakes, slacks, and there's the rain. You can see it. So that sucks. I hope it's not raining on the mountain, but of course it is. We wait to do the top half until the day it's raining. Nice. Okay, so about 15 years ago, I bought this air hammer from Princess Auto, and she finally bit the bullet because, well, when you run it for like hours on end, then you put oil in it, but this is my day. She finally gave up. So, went and got another one. Hopefully the new one is just as good. We're gonna run outside, go in the dust and the smoke and in the noise, and piss off some more golfers. Here we go. Yep, she works. That'll vibrate your fingers. Okay, so got most of this sandblasted. Just the rough spots on the inside. Get rid of that cabinet door, and he did do the other cabinet door. Didn't have to do this one because this one's coming off. But got the worst spots on this side, but that's where we ran out of sand. He did a really good job on this part, but I need to get it inside. We got a few drops of rain already, but I think the best thing for me to do is to grab Kevin's forklift. Mine will lift this, it just won't. My back tires don't touch the ground anymore. So, whoa, what's that? That's something big. That's weird. Anyway, there's the forklift. He said the battery is iffy, so it might start, might not, because he stole the battery and put it in something else. So he said if we do the preheat, thought might have just enough. Oh, I gotta boost it with my truck. I'll try real quick. 1, 2, 3. Come on, girl. Okay. No problem. It's no problem. But check this out, guys. Oh, he swept up finally, and he found a concrete floor in the shop. Oh, you can hear the echo. Kids are loving it. We got hockey nets at both ends. Got no oil stains except for one that I left when I dropped some hoses off. But it's like a professional shop now, or an insane asylum, I don't know. But yeah, let's get this thing fired up. It's alive! Oh, it's such a comfy seat. Way more comfortable than mine. All those people definitely think I have a DUI. Yeah. Okay, so it's in, but my forklift isn't strong enough to lift it in and out because it's too heavy. So I was thinking, if I put the gooseneck on the back here, then that will counterbalance on here, and I should be able to move it with my forklift. So I'm gonna pull back outside again and do that. Okay, sandblasting's done, and next episode we'll be painting it. I'll be stripping the front piece, getting rid of all those ugly toolboxes and prepping that thing, splashing some paint on that. So yeah, quick video, not so quick video. Here's a pile of work that goes into it, and it's nice having just a mind-numbing job to do. Not worrying about wiring harnesses or this and that. So I love moving around between the projects because if I don't feel like doing one thing, I'll do something else, and that's fantastic. So I hope you guys get something out of this. Nothing comes easy without hard work, sweat, a little bit of blood, leaking out of your body and your fingers and that. You got it too good. There's a lot more pride in taking something old, making it new again, rather than just signing on the dotted line and buying something from the dealer. So get out there and work on it, because if you're not filthy, you won't ever be rich. There we go.